Hello and welcome back for today's Financial News Digest, presented by CentFX, your reliable partner in trading. Here's what's happening on the markets today.
Microsoft dropped by 3.7% on Wednesday, closing at $371.61. The decline was attributed to concerns over slowing growth in its cloud computing segment, which impacted investor sentiment. On Wednesday, the Dow Jones dropped 1.7%, the S&P 500 fell 2.2%, and the Nasdaq Composite sank 3.1%, with the semiconductor sector leading the decline. U.S. natural gas futures traded at around $3.26 on Thursday, their lowest in 2 months, due to rising production and mild weather forecasts. The Canadian dollar strengthened past $1.39, close to its 5-month high, as investors digested the Bank of Canada's recent policy decision, combined with a weakening U.S. dollar driven by escalating trade uncertainties. Bitcoin traded at around $84,000 this Thursday, decreasing by 0.2% in the last 24 hours. Looking back, over the last 4 weeks, Bitcoin gained 1.8%. Now let's review the major economic events of the day. At 12:15 p.m., the Euro area to release the interest rate for April, following 2.65% in March. At 12:30 p.m., the housing starts in the U.S. are expected to decrease, after reaching 1.5 million in February. At 11:30 p.m., Japan will release figures for the annual inflation rate of March, following 3.7% in February. Tomorrow's major economic events. At 5 a.m., Japan to release the industry index for February, following -0.3% in January. At 8 a.m., the balance of trade in Italy is expected to increase, after reaching a trade deficit of €264 million in January. At 9 a.m., Italy will release figures for the construction output of February, following 4.2% in January.
And that's it for today's Market News Roundup, presented by CentFX. Thanks for joining us today, and be sure to tune in again tomorrow for more financial news.